Vocabulary for deep talks. What do you value most? Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that I think is incredibly important for building meaningful connections and understanding ourselves better: deep talks. We're moving beyond the weather, beyond what you had for lunch, and into the really juicy stuff that makes us, us. Specifically, we're going to explore the question, what do you value most? This isn't just a simple question, it's a doorway to understanding our core beliefs, our motivations, and what truly drives us. But often, when we try to have these deep conversations, we find ourselves fumbling for the right words. We know what we feel, but articulating it can be a challenge. That's why today, we're building our vocabulary arsenal for these profound discussions. We'll explore words and phrases that can help you express your deepest values with clarity and confidence. The foundation: understanding values. Before we jump into specific vocabulary, let's take a moment to truly understand what we mean by values. When someone asks you, what do you value most, they're not asking about your favorite color or your preferred pizza topping. They're asking about the principles or standards of behavior that are important to you. These are the things that guide your decisions, shape your perspective, and ultimately define who you are. Think of values as your internal compass. They point you in the direction that feels right, that aligns with your sense of purpose and fulfillment. They can be intrinsic, meaning they come from within, or they can be influenced by your experiences, your upbringing, and your culture. So, when we're talking about values, we're touching on things like integrity, being honest and having strong moral principles. Compassion, showing concern and empathy for others. Freedom, the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants. Growth, the process of developing or maturing. Security, feeling safe and protected. This isn't an exhaustive list, of course, but it gives you a starting point to consider the breadth of what values encompass. Expanding your vocabulary for expressing values. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the language we can use. Instead of just saying, I value honesty, how can we express that with more depth and nuance? Core values and their synonyms. Let's start with some common core values and explore words that can add richness to your descriptions. Integrity. Instead of just honesty, you could use words like rectitude, probity, uprightness, or sincerity. I deeply value rectitude in all my dealings, sounds much more impactful than just, I value honesty. You could also say, it's essential for me to act with unwavering sincerity. Compassion. Beyond just caring, consider empathy, benevolence, altruism, kindness, or humanitarianism. My core values are deeply rooted in benevolence towards all living beings. Or, I strive to live with profound empathy for others' experiences. Freedom. This is a big one. You might express it as autonomy, independence, liberty, or self-determination. For me, autonomy in my work is paramount. Or, I believe strongly in the liberty of thought and expression. Growth. Instead of just getting better, think about personal development, self-improvement, evolution, advancement, or flourishing. I am committed to lifelong personal development. Or, my goal is to continuously flourish in all aspects of my life. Security. Beyond just safety, consider stability, reliability, peace of mind, tranquility, or certainty. I find great comfort in stability and peace of mind. Or, for me, financial reliability provides a sense of profound tranquility. Community. This value often goes beyond just people around me. Think about belonging, connectedness, solidarity, fellowship, or collaboration. A strong sense of belonging within my community is incredibly important to me. Or, I thrive on collaboration and solidarity with like-minded individuals. Creativity, not just being artistic. Consider innovation, ingenuity, originality, imagination, or resourcefulness. I deeply value innovation and the freedom to express my originality. Or, problem-solving through ingenuity is something I highly admire. Phrases for elaborating on your values. Once you've identified the core value, how do you explain why it's important to you? Here are some phrases that can help you articulate the significance. For me, value is paramount or essential or fundamental because. Example, for me, integrity is paramount because it forms the bedrock of trust in any relationship. I am deeply committed to or invested in value, as it aligns with. Example. I am deeply committed to compassion as it aligns with my belief in our shared humanity. Value serves as my guiding principle/North Star/moral compass because. Example. Freedom serves as my guiding principle because I believe in the inherent right of individuals to pursue their own paths. What resonates most with me is value, due to its impact on. Example. What resonates most with me is growth due to its impact on our ability to adapt and thrive. I find immense fulfillment in upholding or embodying value, because. Example. I find immense fulfillment in upholding community because it fosters a sense of collective strength and support. My decisions are heavily influenced by or rooted in value, as I believe. Example. My decisions are heavily influenced by creativity as I believe it's essential for progress and problem solving. Structuring your deep talk response. Now that we have some vocabulary, let's think about how to put it all together into a coherent and impactful response when someone asks you, what do you value most? You don't want to just blurt out a list of words. A good answer will have a bit of a narrative arc. Step 1. Identify your top 1 to 3 values. Don't try to list everything. Pick the 1, 2, or maximum 3 values that truly stand out for you. Trying to articulate too many will dilute the impact. Step 2. Define each value, in your own words, using the new vocabulary. Briefly explain what that value means to you. This is where you can weave in those richer synonyms. Step 3. Explain why it's important. This is the crucial part. Connect the value to your experiences, your beliefs, or its impact on your life and the world around you. Use those explanatory phrases we just discussed. Step 4. Provide a concrete example, optional, but highly effective. If appropriate, share a brief example of how this value plays out in your life or in a situation you've encountered. This makes your answer much more relatable and real. Step 5. Conclude. You can offer a brief concluding thought about how these values guide you. Example response, putting it all together. Let's try to construct an example response to, what do you value most? That's a fantastic question, and one I've given a lot of thought to. If I had to narrow it down, 2 values that are absolutely paramount for me are integrity and personal growth. First, integrity. For me, this isn't just about honesty in the mundane sense, but about unwavering rectitude in all my actions and dealings. It's about aligning my words with my deeds, and living with a profound sense of sincerity. I believe it's the fundamental bedrock upon which all meaningful relationships and a strong sense of self are built. Without it, trust crumbles, and true connection becomes impossible. For instance, in my work, I always strive to be completely transparent and forthright, even when it's challenging, because maintaining that probity is more important to me than any short-term gain. Secondly, I deeply value personal growth. This goes beyond just acquiring new skills, it's about a continuous evolution of oneself, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm truly invested in the idea of constant self-improvement and striving towards my fullest potential. I find immense fulfillment in learning new things, pushing my boundaries, and embracing challenges as opportunities for advancement. It's the belief that we should always be striving to become better versions of ourselves. For example, I dedicate time each week to learning a new skill or exploring a new idea, because that pursuit of flourishing truly energizes me and provides a sense of purpose. Ultimately, these two values, integrity and personal growth, serve as my guiding principles, shaping my decisions and influencing how I navigate the world. Common pitfalls to avoid. As you practice having these deep talks, be mindful of a few common pitfalls. Being vague, don't just say, "I value being good." What does good mean to you? Be specific. Sounding rehearsed, too much, while preparation is good, try to make your answer sound authentic and natural. It's okay to pause and think. Dominating the conversation, deep talks are a two-way street. After you share, be sure to invite the other person to share their thoughts and values. Judging others' values, everyone's values are unique. Listen with an open mind and respect different perspectives. Overcomplicating it, while we're expanding vocabulary, don't use words you don't fully understand just to sound smart. Authenticity is key. The power of listening. While we've focused on your vocabulary for expressing your values, remember that deep talks are also about active listening. When someone is sharing what they value most, truly listen. Ask follow-up questions. Use phrases like, "That's really insightful. Can you tell me more about why their value is so important to you? It sounds like their value really drives your decisions. Could you give an example? How has their value shaped your perspective on related topic?" By engaging in active listening and asking thoughtful questions, you not only deepen your understanding of the other person but also encourage them to articulate their thoughts even further, enriching the entire conversation. Conclusion: practice makes profound. Having deep talks, especially about something as personal as your values, takes practice. It might feel a little awkward at first, but the more you engage in these conversations, the more comfortable and articulate you'll become. Start small. Maybe try discussing this with a close friend or family member. Use the vocabulary we've covered today. Don't be afraid to stumble, that's part of the learning process. Remember, understanding what you value most is a journey of self-discovery, and being able to articulate those values is a powerful tool for building stronger, more authentic connections with others. What do you value most? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this deep conversation going. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on communication and personal growth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.